What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into NYJ Today. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down why all of the sleepyheads and all of the doubters of Denzel Mims are dead wrong. This is a guy that I really believe in, entering his second year out of Baylor, drafted in the second round of the 2020 draft by Joe Douglas. I think that we all need to wake up and realize that this dude has a lot of potential and is a stud in this offense. Let's go ahead and get after it. Before we get into the video, I just want to remind everybody to please jet up the like button on this video. And if you're new here and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are giving away a Wayne Chrebet signed mini helmet. We're going to give that away on September 1st. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers, it's our way of thanking you for supporting the channel. When the Jets drafted Denzel Mims after trading back in the second round, it was universally praised as an excellent move, and not just because of the trade back, but because we were getting a hell of a football player. Denzel Mims is a great blocker on the outside, and again, don't sleep on that. That's very important in the wide zone running scheme that we're going to be running here. And also, he's a really good wide receiver. Explosive, can high point the ball, can catch the ball in traffic. And again, just think back to his rookie season. Do you remember any massive drops, just terrible drops by Denzel Mims? And the answer is no. This is a guy that can really secure the football with using his two hands. You know, he's not body catching the football. This is a really, really solid football player. And again, nearly 3,000 yards at Baylor, nearly 200 receptions at Baylor, 28 touchdowns. So this is not a blip on the map. This is a guy that had multiple years of production. So consistency. And I think that, again, when you just think about the offense that they were running at Baylor, he was not expected to run the entire route tree. And so if he's given those opportunities and if he's given the coaching that he needs, this is a hell of a football player. And again, only entering his second year, the ceiling is very, very high for Denzel Mims. I talked about how he's only entering his second year in the NFL. Guys, it's very common for wide receivers to struggle when they enter the NFL as rookies. For every Justin Jefferson or Randy Moss that comes into the NFL, Odell Beckham Jr., and they explode as rookies, there are about 10 others that, they just don't perform that well as rookies. So I do think that everybody needs to keep that in mind. Everybody points to the fact that, he didn't really produce that well as a rookie. Try to also keep in mind that last year, off season, there was there wasn't a full off-season program for these rookies to learn the game, to get used to being in the NFL. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but I am trying to let you know that, that does matter. And so with an off-season, the full off-season this year, I do fully expect that Denzel Mims will take steps towards becoming a 1,000-yard receiver, this upcoming season. Something that we need to keep in mind with Denzel Mims is that he was not getting the targets last year that he needed to be able to thrive when he was on the field. And I realize that he didn't play in every single game, but when he did get onto the field, he had a 6-week stretch where he had over 40 or more yards receiving. And I get it. It's not 100 yards. We want our receivers to do more than that. But he showed that he's consistent and that he can make those plays in that 6-week stretch. And again, if you just watch the film and if you pay attention, and we did do a film breakdown of Denzel Mims, so I will put that in the description of this video. But if you watch the film, you see that there were a number of times against the Bills, against the Broncos, where he's open. And not only was he open to make a catch, but in some circumstances, open for a touchdown. And Sam Darnold just missed those opportunities, didn't see him. And so if we are able to, improve from our god-awful offense of 2020, Denzel Mims is going to take a step forward. It's just going to naturally happen. And again, if you watch the film, guys, against the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Patriots, he had really good football games. So I encourage you to do that if you are not a big believer in Denzel Mims. All in all, I am a big believer in Denzel Mims, and I do believe that he is going to be in that range, if he's healthy, between 600 to 800 yards this season. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that he can do that. There are some people who predict that he could be a 1,000-yard receiver this season. I'm not sure if he's going to make that drastic of a jump, But I will say this, he has all the potential, all of the skills that you need to be a 1,000-yard receiver. So 600 to 800 yards in his second year would be a huge plus and a great sign that he is on the way to becoming a very, very solid wide receiver on the outside. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Denzel Mims. Does this hate, does this doubt, the sleepers of Denzel Mims, does that irritate you? Do you think it's fair? Do you disagree with me that it's okay for people to doubt him at this point in his career? I would just love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching NYJ Today. Guys, if you could do me a favor and jet up the like button on this video, and if you're new here and you've enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give yourself a shot at the 1K giveaway, the free signed Wayne Chrebet mini helmet. Go Jets, and I'll see you guys next time.